Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the pod. We got a fun one today, and we're talking about the power that a coach can bring to each individual in their CrossFit journey. So we really hope that you enjoy this episode. If you do, make sure you give us a rating and a review. It helps get our podcast out to more people around the world. So with that being said, let's get to it. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, folks. Just as Susie and I suspected, we recorded this shit video style for you guys, and the software let us down.
It didn't work.
Here we are doing it just
You know what's
audio
hilarious
style.
is how we started the last episode that we recorded. That was this episode, but they'll never get to hear it because
They'll never hear it.
record properly. But the irony is that we spent the first few minutes talking about how once upon a time we had to record an episode like 3 freaking times.
Yeah.
And we almost got divorced. It was a whole thing. Turns out, long story short, we're back again.
Here we are.
Our management of stress skills are slightly improved since the last time that this happened, since we've, got a kid now and we've been through some shit. We've seen some shit. So having to re-record a podcast is really just cakewalk.
I'm going to keep an eye on this audio file. It doesn't stop. I don't know why it didn't work, but for some reason, me and
You're
technology.
just too ugly for video, babe.
Jesus, thanks, love.
No, it's not true. I was being all cute and complimenting you so much in the last episode.
Yeah.
But now I'm pissed.
Yeah.
So you're going to feel my wrath.
Well, here we
You
are.
ugly, it's your fault.
We got limited time now. We got 30 minutes until you get into it. But we're going to redo this banter topic. And
it was a good one.
It was a good one. Yeah. Man, I'm so disappointed in this freaking stupid software. Hey, first of all, shout out to Elie for coming in. No, he came in. No, it wasn't his fault. What he did actually helped us get the video going.
We're going to have video
But
thanks to
for
him.
some reason, the software of the laptop did not hold up. I don't know if it's a memory. I don't know if it's a memory issue or whatnot. But yeah, we're dealing with so many different things when you go from an easy just click record and go for audio compared to a visual. But anyways, we'll get a visual down. Maybe I have like 5 minutes of our previous episode, 5 out of the, 15, 20 minutes that we recorded.
We can tease it on our socials.
Yeah, why not? So you guys get a little visual. But anyways, banter topic. We have less than 6. No, actually, from today, from when we released this episode, I think the new year is on a Thursday this year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a weird
So
time.
I think from releasing of the episode, there's exactly 6 weeks left of 2025, which is crazy to think about. So now that I've just heard your entire
you know what I'm going to say. It's
goals are, but what I asked Susie, and she'll have to repeat it so you guys get to hear it again, is what are your fitness goals for the next 6 weeks?
This might come as a surprise.
Wow. Here we go. The audience hasn't heard. So.
Okay. My fitness goals before the end of 2025 is to lift heavier on my front squat. So for me, over the last few weeks, I've been able to lift the same weight.
Well, hasn't been the same.
It's been the same.
No, it hasn't been the same. You've gone up to 165 doing multiple repetitions. You haven't done a 1 rep, so it hasn't been the same.
No, but I mean that every week that we've had 2s or whatever, I've always hit 165 for 2.
What about 3s? When we did 3s, what did you hit?
Not 165.
What'd you hit?
I don't know. 160.
Which might be new. Whoa.
Okay, anyways, all this to say, I would like to hit 175, I think.
That's
as
your
a
goal.
1RM
Yeah.
on my front squat.
Yeah.
I would like to do a ring muscle up.
Really?
We're laughing because we already had this conversation. Yes, I would like to do a ring muscle up because I was actually getting it so good, and I was getting it. I was at literally at this point with the ring muscle up where I was like, oh, I'm ready to start chaining reps together and to like not use a box anymore. And then boom, it's like my whole mind and body was like, we forget.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to do one in months.
So you want to be able to do one consistently.
I would like to just do one to remind myself that I can do it.
And then as I asked you previously, have you been training for it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So we got to get on those rings to practice.
Yeah. Well, you're spending all your time programming for my friend and not for me. So
for all of our clients. Yes, indeed. And your other goal was bar muscle ups. Now you've been pretty consistent. You've been able to do 3 bar muscle ups. So your other goal.
I've consistently been able to chain like 2, very occasionally 3. So I'd like to hit 4 in a row.
Cool. You're going to be able to test them out on Friday's workout. Friday's workout, we have a really fun AMRAP. We have multiple AMRAPs. AMRAPs at 8 minutes where you're doing 10 burpees. And then you're doing, on the first AMRAP, 5 pull-ups. And on the second 8-minute AMRAP, you're going to do 10 burpees and then 5 chest-to-bar pull-ups. And then on the third AMRAP at 8 minutes, you're going to do 10 burpees and then 5 bar muscle-ups.
Sick.
So you'll be able to kind of test it out on Friday in a more higher volume way.
I haven't been... I don't feel consistent on those movements. Every time I feel like, boom, I've got it, it's like my body forgets.
Yeah. Well,
is that normal?
Yeah, because you don't do it consistently. It's like you develop this new skill and then you wait.
I've been working very consistently on the bar muscle up.
Yeah, well, like, what are we talking about?
Weekly.
When's the last time you practiced?
Last time we had pull-ups, which was...
Monday last week?
I don't remember.
So it's been 8 days since you've done the practicing of this movement?
No, we did toes to bar on Friday, and I was practicing bar muscle ups after the class.
Okay, good girl.
Boom, roasted.
5 days.
Roasted.
Yeah, how many bar muscle ups you do?
I did 2 in a row, but I did it a few times.
Nice. Okay, solid. So yeah, your goal is to get consistently 4 bar muscle ups, to be able to consistently just do 1 ring muscle up, to be able to front squat 175, which we have test week coming up in 2 weeks. So those are some cool metrics to hit. Yeah. Any others that I missed? Or that
I feel like I could list a million things, but they wouldn't be realistic.
Yeah. Deadlift 5,000 pounds.
No, I would like to maybe PR a lift here and there, but
front squat it is. What about deadlift? What are you at on the deadlift?
220.
220? Wait, you just finished telling me you PR'd your snatch. That's pretty cool.
I didn't say that in this episode.
In the previous one, yeah. So tell them, what did you hit in your snatch last week?
No, last week wasn't a PR. Oh. Last week I hit the same weight that I've been hitting consistently, which is 105. Yeah. I'm very confident at that weight, but I have hit 110 once.
Oh, cool.
But I did not manage to hit it last week. It sucks because we had the snatch and the overhead squat, and I know for sure if I would have been able to snatch the weight, I would have been very able to. The overhead squat was feeling so good.
Yeah, the overhead squat, if you have good mobility, is not the limiter.
Limiting factor.
It's not the limiting.
It's not the limiting factor.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, good for you, love.
Now you tell me yours.
Whoa, what? Oh, I didn't think this far.
I didn't know you were going to ask me that.
Okay, I said...
I feel like we have so many inside jokes now that the podcast listeners don't know about because they didn't hear the other intro.
Yeah, so my fitness goals, number 1 is to deadlift 4 plates, which is 405.
Would that be a lifetime PR for you?
Lifetime PR is either 410 or 415. I think I've hit 415
so you don't
before.
Know either.
It's definitely more than 405, but I haven't been able to lift that in years. The last time I lifted that weight was maybe 2 years ago, maybe more than that actually. And I was 20 pounds heavier as well. So we
forgot to mention how skinny I am in this episode.
You're so skinny, love.
Thank you so much.
Which is affecting your weightlifting, but improving your gymnastics.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Thank you for noticing. Anyways, back to you.
And yeah, so I'd love to deadlift 4 plates, which is 405. I haven't done that in a long time. And the other thing I have been kind of dealing with a little bit of knee inflammation. So I've been able to squat. I haven't really felt any pain, but my knee is kind of getting swollen a little bit after some heavier squat sessions.
Right.
which is not ideal.
No.
But anyways, I've just come from this running season into CrossFit season and just trying to stay as healthy as I can. I've tried to really pick it up on my conditioning. I've tried to pick it up on my gymnastics. So one of my main goals is to be able to chain toes to bar for a little bit longer. And yesterday we did a workout where I was able to do 5 sets in the conditioning piece where I had 12 unbroken toes to bar, which I was pumped about.
Well done.
And yeah, getting like the butterfly pull-ups, chest to bar, muscle ups, and all those things.
But you're so good at those things already.
Yeah, I'm good at them, but just to be able
You want to be great because you're not being specific.
Yeah, what I would love to do is I would love to just be able to do them and not feel wrecked after them. Yeah. So there's that. There's the pain-free of my knee, the deadlift, or not pain-free. I'm not really dealing with any pain. That's the frustrating part. It's just
swelling?
Just swelling up,
discomfort?
Yeah. It's not even discomfort. It just kind of swells up. It's weird. But, I would just want to kind of ease myself in. And one of the main things was not feeling super wrecked at the end of the week here. And I'm starting to recover a lot better now. I'm not... it's different going from
your muscles are not in shock.
Mostly your legs from running season to now going to CrossFit where you're working a barbell and you're working, muscular endurance at the same time as your cardiovascular stamina and things like that. So, yeah, just kind of easing back into it. And then my main goal is to be able to like dig deeper in conditioning pieces, which doesn't really have a specific metric. It's more just a feeling of attacking a workout rather than just...
You want to be able to keep up with me?
Going through it. Exactly. I want to be able to keep up with you.
We have a competition coming up.
Yeah. Julien, Malice, you and me are
team of
throwing
4
down.
What's our team name again? I actually know what. I was just like trying to make conversation so I can answer for you. Couples Therapy.
Oh, Couples Therapy. That's our team name, yeah. Team of 4. It's going to be fun. I don't think I've ever... Oh, no, I have done a team of 4 once.
Whatever, it didn't count.
Long time ago.
That one didn't count. It didn't mean anything.
Is this going to be your first competition of... Yeah, I guess more than 2 people? Oh, no, you've done a team of 3 with Jess and her friend?
I did team of 4 like way back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, so yeah, team of 4. We're going to be throwing down the 4 of us. Julien is a
We're in wave 5.
Motherfucker. And you and Malice are conditioned like crazy.
She's also a strong motherfucker.
Yeah, she's...
And they're married now.
And they're married, yeah. Shout out to the newlyweds. And here I am. I'm just a runner trying to do CrossFit competition. Just kidding. I haven't ran in like a month.
How does that feel?
Feels good.
Great.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You have a...
Trend or trash. Ooh. And this is where we cut on the last episode.
Yeah.
So you're all cut up, guys. From here on, it's fresh.
It's fresh.
Brandon has actually not heard this yet. Trend or trash. Nike Metcons.
Oh.
What is he going to say? I wish I would have had video for your face.
That's a good one. I will say,
say it with your chest.
For those of you guys who don't know what a Nike Metcon is, what are these words she's using?
Look it up. Google it.
It's the
Ask Chat.
Nike CrossFit shoe. I can't actually say CrossFit because they're not affiliated with CrossFit, but it's the Nike fitness shoe.
X fitness shoe.
What do you mean X?
Tell me.
Oh, like CrossFit. X. Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotcha. I
3,
will
2, 1,
say
go.
trend.
Boo.
Yeah.
Trash.
Okay, this is a hard one. You chose a really hard one. Now I'm in my feelings. Okay.
He's looking down at his feet, guys, longingly. He's
looking
not wearing Metcons. He's wearing hot pink rads.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Back in the day when CrossFit was just becoming a thing, there was really only 2 shoes.
Boy.
There was 2 shoes that you bought. It was either Reebok Nanos or you got the Nike Metcons.
Right.
The Nike Metcons were way better. At the early stage, it was just Reebok Nano, and that was the shoe. And then Reebok kind of just started coming away. Nike started creating a really baller shoe. And like all shoe models, they change year after year after year.
Right.
And
sometimes not for the better.
Not for the better, yeah. Right now, Nike is at a point where it's not for the better. They've gone more towards the weightlifting side of things. And the thing about CrossFit is you need to have like the versatility of like running and jumping and burpees and gymnastics, and then go lift a barbell, and then go throw dumbbells over your head and shit like that. So you need to be able to move around without feeling like you got big
weighted shoes.
Yeah. And also just my feet were not feeling super comfortable in the form of the shoe. Like my feet pronate, meaning my ankles kind of cave inwards.
Yeah.
So I felt like the Nike Metcon would actually push my foot into pronation, which is not what I want.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say the design was not fitting my foot super well. I do like the fact that they're going wider toe box.
I don't like that because I don't like wide toes.
You definitely want wide toes, though.
Yeah, but like they're too wide.
Your shoes are wide toes as well. Most CrossFit shoes now are wide toe box.
Yeah, but they're not too wide.
Yeah, we're not talking about being too wide.
We're
just talking about having
Metcons look like clown shoes.
Yeah, but they're not.
Like the most recent version.
You know what? Who actually has the most recent? Justin has the most recent
one.
They
look like clown shoes.
Oh yeah, I find they actually look smaller. I feel like they actually brought the size down a bit this model compared to the previous two models, which I had.
I'm a hater if anyone hadn't caught that up yet.
I had the model 8 and 9. I think now Justin has the 10s. I think they're officially on the Model 10.
They're not calling it Model X.
I think they are calling it Model X, yeah. But anyways, trend or trash, I would say trend because it encourages people to get real training shoes.
Okay, but Metcons versus other CrossFit shoes, less so.
Less desirable, yeah.
You haven't had Metcon. Like before Rads, you had Noble.
No, I had Metcons.
Oh, you had it's true. You had a Metcon in between the Nobles and the Rads. Yeah.
I had two Metcons.
Yeah, you went through two of them because they didn't last long.
Yeah. Well, none of my shoes last long because they're my work shoe. I wear them all day. I wear them to train, but I also wear them to work, so I'm in them for like 8 hours a day. But yeah, I would say they're trend because it is much better than a running shoe. If you're wearing a running shoe, if you're listening to this podcast and you've been doing CrossFit for more than 3 months, it's time you go and invest in some CrossFit shoes. It's really the only piece of equipment that you really need besides like your apparel to work out in, like shorts and a t-shirt or whatever the heck you want. But it's like really the only thing. Just get yourself some shoes and you're golden. You don't even need a water bottle. Just drink from the fountain here.
I love my Reebok Nanos.
Yeah. Yeah, Reebok Nanos. They've done full circle as well. At one point, they were terrible. And then they've kind of come around to their more older models, the more like less thick models. Like I don't know.
They're light. They're sweet. They're cute.
Maybe just all shoes do that. Like they just go in like this thinner model, more versatility, and then they go into like this clunkier weightlifting side of shoes. And Reebok was there for a while. They got out of it, and they're doing better. Nike was in that, and I think they're coming out of it just based on seeing Justin's shoes.
But your Rads?
Yeah, I would say Rads are up there. They're the new up and coming. The Strike Movement is a really nice one. Noble is really good. There's many brands.
Noble
now.
is the cutest, like the most aesthetic to look at.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna go with next. I got these shoes for at least another year, and we'll see. I like these ones just because they're bright pink. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Got you with another good one. Look at me.
Got me. Okay.
Is it still working?
It's still working, yeah.
God
the
bless.
audio is still going here. Thank goodness.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty, darling.
Yeah. Let's talk about what it means to have a coach and what a coach can bring to you. So what I'll do is I'll maybe ask you.
I love when you ask me questions.
You're a coach, you're an athlete, you're an affiliate owner, but all of those things you still get coached. And one of your maybe favorite things that you've expressed to me is having a coach and being coached in the classes.
Yeah.
So maybe what you could do is I would say there's 3 iterations of Susie's fitness journey.
3 iterations. Yeah. Here we go. I love when you pass judgment on my life.
Yes.
Publicly.
The first iteration is you kind of just starting CrossFit. We kind of went through the pandemic. We went in and out of different CrossFit gyms and things like that. So that was kind of like the first iteration of your CrossFit journey.
Yeah, like
the
non-committal.
second iteration is when we opened up the affiliate here. So when we opened up CrossFit Max and you were
like a very
pre-pregnancy. Right.
Intermediate athlete.
Yeah.
Pre-pregnancy.
Well, I would just say like pre-pregnancy, right? Since we opened up the gym and then pre-pregnancy. And then the third iteration is postpartum. I feel like those are probably a good label of
postpartum. Me is savage.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a fair assessment of the like 3 different CrossFit journeys,
Absolutely.
3 different cycles that you've gone through.
I think it would be unfair to call that my fitness.
CrossFit.
But CrossFit, yeah.
Yeah. So how has a coach changed in those 3 cycles that you've gone through in CrossFit? Like, how was the first iteration of Susie's CrossFit journey? How did it feel to have a coach? What did the coach bring to you? The second, pre-pregnancy, and then the third, like, how has it been over the last year and a bit?
Okay. When I was just starting CrossFit,
You had a smoke show coach.
Yeah, it was Julien. My
True dat.
first group class coach was Julien, which is funny.
Yeah.
How the world comes full circle. But yeah, my first coach was you, obviously. I guess at the beginning you rely very heavily on the coach to give you guidance on like literally how to move, as well as, you know, when you're first starting out at CrossFit, it's very intimidating. Even just like selecting a weight for a workout, like that would give me so much stress before going to the gym. So I feel like I would rely heavily on a coach for just like making tons of every decision about how I'm going to approach a workout and how I'm going to scale the movements.
Yeah.
Until you get a little bit more comfortable and you understand, okay, when I see pull-ups, I do ring rows or whatever.
Yeah.
As in your early stages.
So the beginning, the coach was there to really just guide you along the way here.
Guide me, like instructions on like
Teach
just
you
like survival.
Yeah, well, just teach you how to move. It's not so dramatic survival.
No, but I just mean like in terms of like it was very much just, there wasn't strategy or anything. It was really like just bare bones of like what to do. Versus I feel like as we opened our gym and I became more of a consistent CrossFitter and I was doing CrossFit like 4 or 5 times a week, I feel like then I started to have a better understanding of like how to move and how to modify workouts or how to approach workouts. So then I feel like coaching was more on like fine-tuning movements and skills and like pushing me out of my comfort zone to try harder skills and harder movements.
Yeah.
A little bit more of that side of things. And I feel like now that I would consider myself more advanced in CrossFit, I don't necessarily need so much coaching on like physical movements, except for the higher skills that I'm still learning. I prefer to have my coaching also around like strategy on like, okay, how can we shave off like 10 seconds per round in a workout? Like what would be a good strategy to like attack a workout? And then obviously learning like higher skill movements, it's still about learning, but yeah, I think it's more about like attacking like the approach to something and less about how to physically execute the movements.
Yeah. That was a nice breakdown of the 3 iterations of your CrossFit journey with coaching. Yeah. Well, I would say for sure the beginning element that a coach brings is just the safety. Yeah. Like at the beginning, like it's just, and I don't mean this in like a scary way, but it's just the safety of like, hey, like I'm going into a gym and I'm doing things that maybe I've never done before. So the coach is there to help just kind of hold your hand a bit.
Yeah, that's so right. Exactly. Hand holding.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what an AMRAP is. This is what an EMOM is.
Emotional support.
Yeah. It's just, hey, you're hearing a bunch of words.
Jargon.
Yeah. Not jargon, but you're hearing a bunch of words that you don't know. And this is what that is. And then here's what you're going to do to scale these things, right? Because in CrossFit, we program for the more advanced and then we scale back. Right?
Absolutely.
So we say, for example, there's a pull-up. All right, well, okay, we're going to do kipping pull-ups today. So what the heck does that mean for someone who can't even hang from a pull-up bar, right?
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
Just guiding them and saying, hey, we're going to do some ring rows and showing them and giving them the visualization and giving them the tactile cues of like, hey, squeeze between your shoulder blades when you're pulling your elbows behind you, right?
Absolutely.
So the coach is there from a safety perspective and just kind of a little bit more of the knowledge.
Yeah, I think
informative side of things.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really good way of explaining it. Holding your hand.
Yeah, like the coach is not there to make you go faster, to make you go heavier. The coach is there to make sure that you're moving well, you're having fun, and that you're just learning. You're just learning. That's it, right? Just making sure they're safe, they're learning, they're having fun, and that's it at the beginning here.
Yep.
That's what the main job of a coach is for the first, I don't know, 6 to 12 months. Everyone learns at their own capacity.
Right.
Everyone's coming in from different backgrounds, but really like that is the main job of a coach at the beginning for your journey.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head.
Then as you get like a little bit more advanced, you start to learn a lot about yourself. You start to understand, well, okay, when I go this fast, I start to feel this way. Right. Or when I go for this long, I start to feel this way. Yeah. When I start to lift this much, or when I pair up these two movements like thrusters and pull-ups, then my heart rate really gets jacked up, versus when I can hop on a bike. And then I have other like mixed modal stuff like deadlifts and burpees, and then I hop on a bike and I know like, okay, I can get on the bike and I can pedal, but I can recover. I can get control of my breathing right now, and then go hard on the burpees or deadlifts or whatever the heck you're doing, right? So you start to learn a lot about yourself, and then what the coach is there to do is the coach is there to like refine your skills, to help you understand where you can start to push, where you need to slow down. Yeah. You're talking transitions between movements. You're talking about developing the higher skill, maybe improving your Olympic lifting, improving your gymnastics, things like that, right? So coming away from now, you're not maybe doing ring rows anymore. Now maybe you're doing actual kipping pull-ups, right? And making sure, hey, get your feet together, right? Keep your feet together. Don't swing with your feet spread apart from each other. Have your hands placed this way. Hey, when you go into the arch position, make sure you're doing this and this. And then that's kind of the job of the coach once you start to become more of like an intermediate athlete.
So they're helping you refine, and they're also helping you just like how to approach a workout. Yeah.
And like at the beginning, the coach is there for safety, for like positive encouragement. I mean, these are all things that the coach continues to do, but it's primarily safety and encouragement. And then kind of like that second stage of the coach, once you start to get more intermediate, is there to really just like empower you. I find like, make hey, you feel confident to try. You can add five more pounds on that bar. Like we've been playing it safe now for the first 6 to 12 months. You're looking really good. You're getting really low in that squat. Right. Like your front squat is looking sharp right now. I'm loving what I'm seeing. You've executed stage 1 of moving well. Yeah. And understanding technique. Now, let's start to build that confidence. Let's start to add 5 pounds onto that bar. Hey, we got this conditioning piece here. Let's see if we can get an extra 3 reps here at the end. Hey, in your first round, you did 61 reps. Hey, on the second round after this minute break, I want you to do 65 reps. Let's see what we got here, So that's really kind of the second stage, is really like empowering the athlete, right? First stage is fun, care, safety. Second stage is really like empowerment, I find. Yeah. And then I would say the further you get beyond that, the coach really just starts to take a little bit more of a step back, actually. Yeah. Like it's our job to make sure you're moving well, you're bringing the right intensity, but then the coach is there after to, like you said, I think it was really cool, but you talked about like the high skill stuff, not just the higher skill movements, like not learning how to do a clean versus a deadlift, but learning how to be like ultra efficient on your barbell cycling, right? How to be ultra efficient on the high skill muscle ups, on the handstand push-ups and things like that. And at this point, you're kind of more in tune with your body. So it's our job just to kind of get you to understand how to translate all that strength that you've built and all that skill to be able to do some high skill stuff. Yeah. And then also maybe give you some like tougher metrics, right? And to push you beyond your boundaries. Because I do find that there is a spot when you're new and then you become intermediate, that when you're new, you're having fun, you're like, everything is kind of hard. Like everything is very challenging at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then you become intermediate and you start to learn about pacing and you're like, wow, like I'm starting to crush these workouts. I'm starting to feel really good. I feel like I'm in control right now. And then you got to do like a full 360 and be like, hey, I want you to get hard again. Yeah, I want you to get out of control now. I want you to push in this workout really hard on the first part of this workout so that we don't finish standing up. We're finishing like lying down on the ground because we push so freaking hard here. Right. And that's not every day.
Absolutely.
But occasional days here and there.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head. When you start at the gym, you always feel like you're climbing uphill because everything is new. So when things are new, they're extra challenging. But then you reach your first plateau into your intermediateness where you have mastered your beginner skills. So you're much more efficient in your beginner version of the workout. It's time to tackle the next style of workout, which makes you feel like a beginner again, even though you're up much higher on the mountain. And so you kind of like, it feels like physically it feels like a step back, but it's a massive leap forward.
Yeah. And I would also say like beyond just like the coaching of the athlete, what I found early on in my CrossFit journey was like the coach really brings everyone together.
Absolutely.
Like the coach really is a figure that pulls everyone together and then like creates this bond within the class, right? Because there is this thought for a lot of people that, oh wow, like I'm working out alongside people, like these people are going faster than me, they're lifting heavier than me, like I'm not that good, right? And what the coach does is the coach kind of like unifies everyone as a team. At least that's how I envisioned it, and that's how I saw my early coaches like LP and Julien, for example. Like when I joined their classes, I felt like, wow, like I'm in a group of 10 to 15 people right now, and we're all doing this together. We're all going to go through this workout. We're all going to go through this toughness or this hardship together. And we all want the same outcome. And what I want from the person next to me is what they want from me. And that's the fact that we're doing this together with a positive mindset and we're working hard. And the coach has brought that factor of like, hey, what you're doing is not easy, but that's what we want. Like we're here for results, right?
Yeah, they're not like pitting you against anyone else in the class.
The coach is there like, hey, this is what we have to do as a team. You know, like we're going to do some heavy squats today.
Right.
And then after we got this conditioning piece that we're going to target. You guys are going to start over here. You guys are going to start over here. We're all going to kind of get through this together here. We're going to hype each other out when you're done. Like, don't go put your stuff away.
Exactly.
Like you're going to cheer on the people, right? Who are unfinished, right? Like let's cheer the last person to the finish line here.
Always.
Right. So I really found that the main power of the coach was this safety element at the beginning.
Yep.
And then it was kind of this more guidance on improving your performance as you got better at CrossFit. And then it also brought this like togetherness, this team element and this camaraderie around the people that are inside the class.
Yeah, because the coach's job is not only to provide cues on how to move, but also to provide instruction on how to approach a workout, but it's also to just like keep everything organized and running smooth. So creating that sort of unit vibe, like this 4 p.m. crew, like you guys are the 4 p.m. crew, like you're doing this session together. And then also just like being logistically organized with how they run the class so that it runs smoothly without people getting disorganized or displaced or lost, or sometimes the group effect is a really big thing as a coach. If you have a couple of people coming into your group bringing a certain type of, let's say, negative energy, then it's your job as the coach to kind of help change the vibe of the whole group. And when you can inspire a few people in the group to then bring positive energy, you have a bigger impact on the group. Like there really is like the group mentality I find when you're coaching in groups. It's very interesting. And you can coach 3 classes back to back and all 3 classes have a different vibe.
Oh, yeah. 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 I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to make sure that this is the best hour of someone's day. Yeah. And we're doing it in a group format. So like the coach is here to bring everyone up and yeah, I remember like early on, like there's maybe last thing I could talk about in terms of the power of the coach here is that also that accountability. I remember early on thinking, oh, like you finish the workout and coach is like, all right, guys, like who's coming tomorrow? And you like put your hand up and it's like, oh shit, now I gotta like, now I have to come, you know, like I told them I was coming and stuff. And, you know, I get super pumped when someone's like, yeah, I'm coming tomorrow. I'm like, all right, I'll see you at what time? Like, and they're like, yeah, I'm coming at 4 p.m. I'm like, let's go. Like, I'll see you at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Or, you know what, like a funny one on this, I'll shout out Mel Boucher here. Last week on Tuesday, today's Tuesday, but last week on Tuesday, she was signed up for my 6 a.m. class, and I only coach one class a week now, so I'm very attached to the people who come to my class. And she canceled in the morning, and then I was here in the evening, and I saw her walk in at 5 p.m., and I was like, no. How dare you? How dare you? And I made such a big stink about it. And the next like couple of days, like in a joking way, next couple of days, every time I saw her, I'm like, oh, it was nice of you to show up to this person's class. And then this morning, 6 a.m., you bet your ass she was in my class.
She did the functional bodybuilding last night at 6 p.m.
And she was like, Susie will kill me if I'm not there tomorrow.
Yeah, someone was like, oh, like I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. And I was like, no, I'm coming and doing the 6 a.m. And then I was like putting something in the lost and found bin and overheard that. And I was like, oh, yeah, like you better make sure you're at Susie's 6 a.m. She's like, I know. I don't want her to bully me anymore.
But, you know, it's all love. But it's, you know, it works. Yeah, creating that rapport, it works with people.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one of my favorite things was to be able to go see my coach. At the beginning, you don't really know that many people in the class. You start to develop those friendships and those relationships with people. Because really, like working out and doing hard workouts really forms a connection with other people. You're doing hard shit together.
That's how I got so close with a lot of our people who are members / friends now.
Yeah. And I remember like early on, it was like, I just want to go see my coach. Like, I can't wait to like see him, you know, like I want to see him. I want him to, I've come from a background, like a sports background, where I've always worked with a coach, like basketball, volleyball. There's always a coach, right? So when I came into CrossFit, there was this element of like, I'm going to be coached. Like my movement is going to be coached, or he's going to coach me on like the stimulus of the workout and how I should attack a workout. I used to freaking love that shit. I still love that, actually.
I used to always set up my stuff as close to the whiteboard as possible so that I would be as close to the coach as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's like, there's this element of...
Actually, I still do.
Like the power of the coach goes beyond that. And I used to think well beyond the gym. Yeah. You know, like, oh, what would coach think if I was eating this? Or what would coach think if I was doing that? You know? So,
it's very powerful, the impact you have on the people. And hopefully it's all positive.
Yeah. So, there's kind of like different stages that a coach goes through. But really, the biggest thing that people don't realize, especially when they're newer into CrossFit, is like, the coach has a huge impact on the group setting. And I absolutely
they bring the good vibes.
Yeah, I love being coached. I love having coaches. I love to coach people. Obviously, I've been doing this for over a decade now. So this is...
I hope you love it.
This is one of the more fun elements that CrossFit brings to people. So,
and I love our coaches.
Just that care. It's just that care also that the coaches have. Yeah. I mean, I care a lot about the people that I coach. It's one of my biggest flaws, that sometimes I care too much. And there's this this awesome connection that you could have with your coach. Yeah. You know, I don't get coached by...
Big responsibility, but it's a sweet one.
I don't get coached by my original coach, LP, from back in the day, but we went to the wedding and we were sitting next to him the other week, and we still call him coach. Like,
I still call him coach too.
Yeah. So it's a good friend of mine now, a good mentor, but that relationship you form with your coach is definitely a special one. So just having that person to rely on, that's what the coach is there for.
I married mine. Scandalous.
Not that close.
Sorry, guys, you cannot lay in bed with Brandon. The position has been filled.
Sorry. All right, we're gonna end the podcast with client of the week.
Pew, 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 pew. Client of the week is Elie.
Yeah, shout out Elie for being an OG client at this point, man. How long has he been here?
Forever. He won't leave. No, I'm just kidding. We love him so much. He's awesome.
Talk to me. Eli has been here since
almost
3 years. No, 2 years. It's got to be over 2 years now.
More than 2 years for sure.
Over 2 years.
Anyways,
he's been crushing it.
He's been ultra consistent.
Hours, literally yesterday, trying to set up this podcast for us, this visual that we don't even.
The kindness of his own heart, and we couldn't even deliver, but it wasn't his fault.
Yeah, it was the laptop's fault. Yeah, but honestly, Eli has the right mentality.
Very coachable.
He's always coachable. He's always encouraging other people. We haven't been doing the run club in a few weeks, and the other day I woke up and I was just looking out the front window, and we actually saw him running down the boulevard, which our place is very close to the gym. So we saw him out running. He's running still. He's training hard. He's encouraging other people. He's the type of client that you want to sit someone new, like who's just getting into the gym.
Beside.
You just want to put Eli right next to them. And have him chat to them. So Eli, thanks for being such an awesome dude. Thank you so much for helping us with the podcast. Sorry we couldn't deliver with the visual.
See us soon.
What?
People will get to see us
soon. Hopefully they'll get to see us soon. I had no idea what you said, but yeah. Hopefully we'll get a visual for you guys eventually. I have some positive thoughts about this.
Wrap it up. Mama's got to go work out. I'm 4 minutes late.
All right, love. Go get a workout. You guys, make sure you give us a rating and a review, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
Bye.